welcome to this edition of the Ultimate Combat Experience. We're going to wrap up the finals of the Wars of Winter. Got a bunch of knuckleheads in the background here getting ready for next round. But tonight we're going to take a look at some of your favorite Ultimate Combat fighters. The Razor, Maniac, Lima Pule. All of them are going to be on the card tonight, and a couple of girls. So it's the Ultimate Combat Experience coming right at you. Second round in a row, we're going to kick this thing off with a couple of lady kickboxers, Johnny Ritchie, and the ladies always get the thing going.
Hey, we got Lily Ruiz. She's a tough little scrappy little girl. She's fighting Shannon Martin.
She's the wife of William Chaotic Calhoun. They fight in the family, apparently. Lightweight kickboxing?
Lightweight kickboxing coming up. Stick around.
All right, here we go. It's the Ultimate Combat Experience, right? We're kicking it off with ladies kickboxing.
Tell the people at home how excited you are, and also let us know why you think you're going to beat Shannon over here. Why are you going to win?
Well, I've been working hard every morning and every night at the gym, so I think that. And it means a lot because a female to go in the ring, so.
It definitely does. It's great to see that. It's great to see women step up. So all you women at home that don't think you can do it, get your butts out. We've seen it. I think this is going to be a great fight. And tonight we have Shannon Martin, who is the mother of Chaotic, William Calhoun Chaotic's two kids. You just gave birth and you're stepping in the ring. How tough are you? How tough does that make you? And then why do you think you're going to win tomorrow against Lily?
Well, I've been practicing with Chaotic. We've been training really hard independently by ourselves at home. I don't know, I'm really excited. I'm really pumped up for the fight. I'm not nervous at all. You know, a lot of people would come out here and say they would be really nervous about the fight, but I'm ready to go. I'm ready to fight.
All right, we heard right there, two chicks that are ready to do it. Just the way we like it, the Ultimate Combat Experience. Best of luck to both you guys tomorrow. I can't wait to see this fight.
Well, Johnny Ritchie, Shannon Martin certainly has a lot of confidence coming into this thing, but why wouldn't she? She just gave birth to two kids. This fight's going to be nothing for her.
Absolutely nothing, and she's married to Chaotic, and come on, I mean, that's got to be rough too, right?
I wouldn't know, man, but she's a diamond in the rough. She's 5'6", 135 pounds, claims to be an independent, but she trains with your boy, William Calhoun.
Chaotic's wife. She's a pretty tough chick. She's tall. She's got it looks like she has the reach advantage. At least that's what she has. I don't know about skill level wise, but she has been training for a little bit. So let's see what she has.
I don't know if she's so tall or if those shorts are so short. Her legs just look long.
What about Lily Ruiz? Her shorts must be real long then, because she's a little gal.
Lily Ruiz is giving up a little reach, as you mentioned. She's 5'3", 145 pounds. Considers herself a street fighter, but she said she hadn't been in many fights.
Hasn't been in many fights at all?
No, not at all.
She seems like a pretty tough chick. I'm not sure really what to expect out of this match, but she does look a little bit more compact. It looks like she's maybe in the gym lifting some weights.
Well, I tell you what, this girl has been so excited about, you know, the prospect of fighting. She's calling us incessantly, you know, get me a fight, and we finally got her one, and then it's got to be a little bit nerve-wracking when you face off against somebody who's that much taller than you. But doesn't seem to phase Lily Ruiz at all.
No, she comes out like a charging bull, just gets old Martin against the cage and dropping some bombs on her, but she's
not a bit of defense going on here. These girls are just blowing straight forward. Not a whole lot of head movement at all, and it looks like Shannon Martin's just throwing that fist out there.
Just getting it out. They're not really, no defense. You're absolutely right, Mike. I've seen a couple of shots right to old Martin's face, but she's got longer legs. Seems like to me she tried to just kick her back and get her away from her.
Well, you're going to see these girls run out of juice here in a minute. They come out firing away like that, and it's inevitable they're going to run out of gas. But Ethan Andrews steps in and gives Shannon Martin a little warning about pushing, which she's been doing quite a bit of, but she's landed a lot of punches on Lily Ruiz.
I tell you, Mike, it kind of blows me away. This lady just gave birth to twins, and she's in here doing this. You got to commend her for that.
Twins, and this was just recently. It wasn't like she did it 6 months ago. This is like within the last 6 weeks, I believe, and she's out here. She's a tough gal. There's no doubt about it.
Hey, I've seen Lily Ruiz eat a couple punches, and she's not stopping. Her hair is shaking all over, and she doesn't care.
Lily Ruiz has one gear and is forward. She doesn't go backward at all. She's taking some shots, but, you know, again, it seems like she's not really fazed by the shot. She she seems to kind of like it a little bit.
Shannon Martin looks a little bit gassed. Maybe she hasn't been training with Chaotic too hard, but she's in here still mixing it up, ducking her head, doing some body shots. Lands a pretty good right there to the head.
I think by training they meant they were making children, but that's not good fight training.
That's the way I like to train, Mike.
I know.
Yeah, as you can tell.
That and the buffet line at
right.
Circus, right?
My right arm is getting bigger by the moment, Mike. All that shoveling down the food. Anyways, back to the fight. These girls are mixing it up still, just trading shots. It looks like Ruiz just got her pinned against the cage. She's not afraid to get in there and really muscle it around a little bit.
Whoa, and the duck the head and go move there, man. She came down to Lily Ruiz's level there, but could have eaten a big uppercut had Lily Ruiz been expecting that.
They both look a little tired, but it does look like we're going to make it into the second round, which is great.
Well, you weren't short on action here. I mean, these girls came out here and were firing away. We're probably a little bit away from the skill level we'd like to see in this women's kickboxing. You see in your Crush Combat Cam, brought to you by Beehive Bell Bonds, where these girls pretty much just slugged it out. And again, we're just starting this women's kickboxing division, and hopefully we'll get better as we go.
And I think that's the case, Mike. People see these girls fighting, not taking anything away from them. It does take a lot of courage to step in here and fight, but they might say, hey, I can beat this girl. I can beat whoever wins this fight. I think I can beat one of these gals, and that's what we want.
Well, I tell you what, Lily Ruiz, though, you're going to have a hard time matching her heart and her will. She gets out there and gets after it. My goodness, speaking of heart.
Wow.
Yeah.
Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, that girl's definitely the new ring girl, right? She's the new ring girl, but girls all over. Now they're getting ready to step back in here and fight again and starting the second round off.
You know, a little bit more composed, and I think these girls got a little talking to from their corners, and they were told to throw a jab out there, which is Lily's doing. But you know, it doesn't take too long till they get right back into the slug 'em, rock 'em, sock 'em style that they have grown accustomed to.
And Lily is definitely the aggressor in this fight, Mike. Wouldn't you say the whole time she's just really been pressing the action?
Oh, without question. But you know, it's one thing to press the action, but you got to press the action and not get hit as well. And she just takes punches to get inside.
Yeah, she was getting teed off on right there. Gosh, it seems like if I was Shannon, not saying that, but I'm just saying, if I was Shannon, I'd be dropping some kicks on her, getting this chick away from me so I could get a little bit of distance and land some shots.
If you were Shannon, will you wear those short shorts there?
Oh, I am the pink top, Mike. You've seen me before. You know how I look.
So, yeah, exactly.
Fabulous.
Yeah, I know how you roll.
Oh, back to the fight. Girls are really mixing it up in here once again, and you can see the fatigue in Shannon's face. She's tired.
Yeah, she's. I don't know that she's going to last 3 rounds, Johnny. She's pretty fatigued, and she's starting to take some punishment now. I don't know that this thing's going to go 3. That's for sure.
Looks like Ethan's taking her side and saying again, no pushing. I think he took a point away from Shannon right there.
No pushing allowed. He's warned her several times. You know, and again, this is just, these girls are novice. This is their first time in the ring, and some of this is to be expected.
Absolutely. I give it up to them both. We tease a little bit, but it's all about, you know, stepping in here and doing it. Landing on the line, and these girls have definitely shown that tonight, even though they're both a little tired and the hair's flying, but they're still punching. Oh,
that was a big right hand where I think Shannon Martin, she says, I'm done. that rattled a few marbles upstairs, and she's not going to have any more of this. You know, I'll tell you this, Johnny Ritchie, you cannot teach heart, and this Lily Ruiz has a hell of a lot of heart. She gets a little training in behind her. She's going to be pretty tough. See her in your Crush Combat Cam, brought to you again once again by Beehive Bell Bonds, where that little animal, Lily Ruiz, just kept a relentless assault until she finally landed the big right hand that sent Shannon Martin home.
Right. All right, there it is. She's done, rattled her bell a little bit, and Lily Ruiz is our champion tonight.
Oh, congratulations, Lily Ruiz.
This post-fight interview sponsored by American Bush, Utah's only 18 and over gentlemen's club, located at 2630 South 300 West.
Shannon, who would have thought that just 2 months ago you had twin baby girls? Who would have thought?
Yeah.
It's awesome, right? I mean, you're in here fighting. What does it take to do that? You have 2 kids. You did 2 months ago, and then you're stepping here and fighting. That takes some guts.
Yeah, William, he's a real, you know, he boosts me up a lot, you know, and he's telling me to come out here, you know, just try it out, see how it is.
Well, you definitely did that. You know, unfortunately, you didn't walk away with the win. We want to say tonight, Shannon, you were good, but just not good enough.
Not good enough.
Thanks so much for coming out. Good to see you again.
This post-fight interview sponsored by TrinLab.com, helping you deliver the knockout punch.
Lily, you came, you saw, you kicked some butt, man.
Yeah, hey, I'm the best there's around right now, so might as well.
Feel pretty good about things?
Oh, yeah.
You came out there and you looked like you had a lot of confidence. What gave you so much confidence coming into this thing?
I'm a confident person.
I like that. Well, the Ultimate Combat says, we love having you. You are our light weight women's kickboxing champion. How's it feel?
It feels good. It's the best feeling ever.
She's a bad little woman, Johnny Ritchie.
She's so tough, man. I would not want to fight that girl, but I tell you what, Shannon Martin, you got to give it up to her. She had a kid 2 months ago, and
She had twins 2 months ago.
Twins 2 months ago, and she's in here fighting. My hat's off to both those guys, and Lily, you're the winner. Nice job.
Absolutely. Lily, you're the champ. We got more of the Ultimate Combat. Stick around.
I don't know where he got that, and I don't think I want to know where he got that nickname.
Well, you know, Johnny, I think Dustin Baker, he goes 5'10", 154 pounds. Maybe the petrified squirrel is like that little squirrel in the middle of the road when you're driving down the street. So scared to death of the Rogelio Batta is coming at him.
And Rogelio Batta seems like one of these kids. He's pretty focused. Mike, getting a chance to talk to him. He's a really good kid. He's one of my new favorite up-and-coming fighters in this lightweight division.
I want to point out again that this being part of the final show here, these guys are actually not fighting for championships here because these guys are too young to get in the nightclub, and they're fighting here at the finals. And look at those big punches the petrified squirrel's throwing.
He's coming out swinging like a windmill, Mike. I don't know if that's something that he learned on the streets, but Rogelio Batta's got him in a nice little movement. For a guy that doesn't know takedowns and know any wrestling, he seems like he took him down pretty good right there.
He's got a choke on him too, Johnny. And the boxer, I think, is going to choke out the squirrel here.
Oh, he got him. He choked him out. The boxer with the choke. Who would have thought?
And the petrified squirrel is now roadkill.
He's like roadkill. Yeah, he definitely got beat that time. Wow, buddy. Well, I hope that we see this guy come back. You think he'll come back to a petrified squirrel?
Oh, yeah, I'm sure he'll be back. Salvador Sanchez is carrying around Batta like he was a six-pack of beer there. He was cuddling him like he was one as well. You see in your Crush Combat Cam, brought to you by Pets and Such, aptly named for the petrified squirrel. Was throwing some pretty wild windmill punches, as you mentioned, Johnny, and then Rogelio Batta said, I had enough of this, I'm going to throw him down and chunk him out.
Well, nice job, Rogelio Batta. Even though this is not a championship match, you are our winner tonight. Congratulations, buddy.
Johnny Ritchie is a big fat pig.
This post-fight interview sponsored by our friends at the Salt City Jail, the best steakhouse in town.
All right, brother, you call yourself the petrified squirrel, and when he got on top of you, you were like a squirrel in the headlights. What happened out there?
Well, we both came out strong, but as soon as he got the chokehold on me, that was it.
Okay, so how did he get that chokehold on you?
Well, I wasn't paying attention enough. I was just thinking about just throw punches. I threw, he got behind me, and I screwed.
All right, squirrel, is this the last we've seen of you?
Oh, no, there'll be more of the squirrel.
You gonna come back out of your hole and do this thing again?
Oh, yeah.
All right, brother, well, the Ultimate Combat says, you know, you were good, but tonight you just weren't good enough.
Still a squirrel. Well, I'll be better next time.
All right, brother.
Now a post-fight interview sponsored by Pets and Such. Pet food, pet supplies, and all kinds of pets just off Bangerter at 3500 South.
Rogelio, how does it feel to win the cup here in the finals?
Feels good. Feels great.
Feels great. Are you going to come back and do this again?
That's for sure. For sure.
Tell these guys in Spanish that you're coming back.
Regresaré.
He's coming back. All right, nice job, Rogelio. Congratulations. You won the cup. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Johnny Ritchie's a little rattled over here, man. You're doing a great job tonight, Johnny Ritchie. You know, that fight wasn't the best fight we've seen, but that's what happens when you get a couple of new first-timers come in here and try their thing in the Ultimate Combat.
Hey, I think Rocky or Rogelio Batta will be back. I mean, I think he's a pretty tough kid. He said he doesn't speak a lot of English, so he says, talk slow. I'll understand it if you talk slow. But hey, he's fighting.
Just speak with your fist. That's all you got to do, Rogelio. You keep it up. We got more of the Ultimate Combat. Stick around.
Time for the Trinity Labs Training Tip of the Week, helping you deliver the knockout punch. Log on to trinlab.com.
Hi, it's Phil Henderson from Slam Inc. We're at the Ultimate Combat Training Center with your tip of the week. Your tip of the week today is using the cage. If I try and shoot on Jake the Snake Paul here in the middle of the ring and he stops my shot, I don't have any place to ram him into or to move into. If I use my environment around me, which in this case is the cage, I'm going to back him into the cage. And get the takedown. It's Phil Henderson, the Slam Inc. crew. We're up here at the Ultimate Combat Training Center every afternoon for class from 2 to 4. Just check it out on the web at ucombat.com or just come and check us out at the Ultimate Combat Training Center every day from 2 to 4.
Deja vu all over again. Mafu Fosta is going to fight Jason Foster for the third time. Jason Foster came in and handed Mafu a sting defeat. Mafu avenged it. Now what's up?
Now it's the rubber match. This is to see who is the king of these two guys. Who's the winner overall?
And let me tell you something. Both these guys have made vast improvements from the early days when they fought. So we'll see who's made the most improvements. Light heavyweight no holds barred. Check it out.
Once again, you're fighting in the finals again. You're fighting in the finals. You're fighting a guy that you've already fought. What's going to give you the edge in tomorrow's fight? Why are you going to beat him for the second time?
I actually don't have any smack to talk on Mafu. I do have a lot of respect for him. We have fought twice before with different outcomes. I think it's an honor to fight him again, and it's going to be an honor anyway the outcome comes.
Perfect. Okay, you heard it right there. Mafu, what about yourself? Like I said, it's 1-1. What's going to be the deciding factor? Why are you going to win this rubber match tomorrow night?
Because I won the coin toss.
Because he won the coin toss. Mafu, never one for words. I hope this fight is very entertaining. First time they fought, it wasn't such that. It was just a chess match, and it's getting better and better every time. I can't wait to see you guys fight again. Thanks a lot, Mafu. Thanks, Jason.
Well, neither guy really slung the smack there, Johnny Ritchie. These guys, they've grown to be friendly rivals, if you will. And Jason the Dragon Foster coming out once again in the gi from some of that secret training he's
Yeah, we give him a lot of smack about that secret training, but he has gotten a lot more respect since he started this. Mike, when he first got in, we talked a little about how he was kind of a grunt, just kind of a guy that got in there and rush and crush, and he wasn't too versed. But now he's humble. He's learned a little bit more about the respect of martial arts, and he's getting in here for the third time against Mafu.
As you mentioned, he used to come in and just kind of squeeze you and out physically, and now he's actually fighting you. You know, he's doing some things that he's learned and gotten much better. But speaking of a guy who's gotten much better, Mafu Fosta, he's like he is the quiet one, but he sneaks up on people. People don't see him coming, and then he beats you. He's a pretty good little boxer and pretty good on the ground as well.
Absolutely, Mike. And this is one of the kids that we know him, we love him. You know, he trains at the Ultimate Combat Training Center. He's got with a bunch of pretty good guys, and he is one of these athletes that I think Mike has a future in this if he really decided to take this thing all the way.
Let me tell you something about him too. He's a funny guy. You got to listen to him, man. He's like the guy back in the corner. He's making wisecracks all the time. He's funnier than hell. You got to pay attention to him.
Well, I think Foster's going to be paying attention to this time, because last time they fought, Mike, it seemed more like of a dance. It was kind of, it wasn't really like a fight. It was Mike, they were dancing.
Well, last time they were dancing away from each other, and this time it looks like they're going to try a little slow song. Move into the music here.
Looks like it. Looks like Jason's actually got the underhooks on Mafu's got a pretty good body lock. I just don't know if he knows how to finish that or not.
You remember those high school dances when you dance like that?
You got to keep a Bible between you, Mike.
Actually, you were dancing with the boys.
You got to leave enough room for the Holy Ghost. Anyways.
The what?
Never mind. Get back to the fight.
Oh, goodness. Hey, Mafu Fosta, nice sweep, nice takedown. Now, you know, this is where the Dragon's going to be in a lot of trouble, because Mafu knows position. He knows how to maintain position, and he's got him right here. And a very, very heady fighter, Mafu. Look at this. He's smart enough. He's going to drag him over to put him up against the cage, so there's nowhere for him to run, nowhere for him to hide.
Pin him up against the cage and just drop bombs on him. Mafu has been training in the cage, Mike. He knows how to work it. You talk about positioning, and it's not just that. It's also ring experience and being in this and knowing what to do once you're inside the cage.
Mafu Fosta, something about him, he likes to twist you up in a knots instead of beat the crap out of you, and that's what he looks like he's trying to do here. But it looks like, you know, when you got the Dragon's arms that are 18 inches thick, it's going to be a little more difficult to pull them behind your back.
Yeah, rather than old Don Longmore. Remember when he grabbed old Don Longmore's arms and tied him like a pretzel? He's trying to do the same thing, but it ain't working so good this time.
Mafu's getting his hips a little bit high here. He's got to get back. You know, I know he's trying to get his hooks in there, but at the expense of losing position just a little bit, he's going to have to, there you go. He's hipped him down, and now he's got him flattened out on the mat, and really Dragon's in a lot of trouble now.
What do you say? Think he's going to punch him, or you think he's going to choke him? What do you think he's going to do?
I think he's going to bitch slap him, and he's doing it just right now.
Yeah, Jason doesn't look too happy. His head's as red as a cherry. Looks like it's going to pop.
That's it. That's it. The Dragon is done.
The rubber match. Mafu, you took it, buddy.
Well, you know, again, this was something a lot of people anticipated. All three of these matches have been completely different. That first match they had was a slugfest. The second match they had was a stirring contest. And this one, you know, when it went to the ground, Mafu he ended up in position, and that was the difference. See you in your Crush Combat Cam, brought to you by the old Salt City Jail, where Mafu crawled him over to the corner and beat him up.
Pounded away on him. You know, and Foster's a tough kid, Mike. Don't think this will be the last time we see this guy. But looks like the quiet one is our champion, Mafu, once again. Nice job, buddy.
Mafu is going for the record here, man. He's got more championships in the Ultimate Combat than anybody else. I think this is 5 or 6 for him. Congratulations, Mafu.
This post-fight interview sponsored by our friends at Mountain High Motorsports.
Jason Foster, this is the third time for you guys. Might be the third time's the charm for Mafu. He gets that win, gets those hooks in, and beats you, and punches you, and you tap out. How do you feel about the fight?
He actually earned this one. The last one at the E Center, we both danced up here, you know, to the cha-cha.
But you fought it out this time, and he did. He got you, and it's good to see you in great spirits. I know the Dragon's going to be back. Are you going to come back and fight again?
Most likely.
Well, you're right there. Most likely tonight, Jason, you were good, but just not good enough. Thanks for coming, man. Come back.
All right.
This post-fight interview sponsored by Beehive Bell Bonds, because sometimes bad things happen to good people.
The quiet one. Your people didn't even barely but get the Mafu chant going tonight, and you finished off your opponent.
No, Jason Foster's a tough guy. I've just been training hard with the Pauha team, with Sione Pauha and his son, Shionbone from K-Town, Salvador Maniac, Vita.
Mafu, say something mean. Say something mean about somebody.
I suck. I need more training.
Tell me I suck or something, man.
You suck.
All right, Mafu, you know, I love you, man. Once again, you're the champion, and he just told me he's got 5 of these. He wants to trade it in for 1 belt. So we're going to trade in 5 trophies for 1 belt. Congratulations, Mafu.
Thank you.
Johnny, I didn't even realize that's no easy task. 5 championships Mafu has won in our tournament.
I think Mafu might just be unstoppable, Mike. I think if he continues to fight, he's only going to get better, and I predict an undefeated record for him from now on.
And I don't even know about that. I'm just saying what his accomplishments are, man. We got to be thinking maybe a little Hall of Fame coming up for this guy. Mafu Foster, you're my guy, man. We got more of the Ultimate Combat. Stick around.
Saturday, April 23rd, the finals of the Ultimate Combat Experience returns to the East.
Lima Pule. The guy, just the name, puts shivers down most people's spine. But you know what? Not this Junior Selu. What do you know about this kid?
Man, I know Junior Selu is tough. He's physical. I've been waiting to see this fight for a while. These two guys, they're giants. They throw big bombs. This is going to be a great...
Johnny, I shook this guy's hand last night. He crunched every bone in my hand. This kid is a strong dude. This is going to be a great fight. Check it out. Heavyweight, no holds barred.
What does it mean for you to be fighting in the finals tomorrow, and why do you think you're going to beat Mr. Lima Pule?
Oh man, it means everything to me. You know what I'm saying? It's all about family. I think I'm going to win because I'm the whole package. You know, I can take it to the ground, I can keep it up top, but you know, a lot of love and respect to my opponent.
Okay, right there. All right, a lot of love and respect, the two big guys. Lima Pule, tomorrow we've seen you fight plenty of times in the past. You're making your finals comeback. You're fighting in the finals for the championship. What gives you the edge tomorrow, and what does it mean to be fighting in the finals?
It means a lot because it's my first time, but man, I'm gonna just give it my all. You know how I do. It's the same stuff as all my other fights. You know, you built like me, you play like me, but tomorrow you gotta pay me.
Oh, all right. Well, you heard right there. Tomorrow you got to pay him. All right. Well, these two big dogs are stepping in the ring. I can't wait to see this fight go on. Junior, Lima, best of luck to both you guys. Thanks so much.
Johnny, I love Lima Pule, man. I guess when he gets paid, he can buy a new hat.
That's right.
Take that damn tag off.
Lima, man, he's one of our favorite characters in the show. But this Junior Selu is becoming a favorite character. He's a guy that really is a powerful figure. Gets in here and fights tough.
He's the #1 stunner. Goes 6 foot, 240 pounds, and he is a stunning individual, is he not?
He is, Mike. He's big. He throws big bombs, and he's really composed. He's actually a gentleman.
Well, he's a great guy. Really, really nice guy. Soft-spoken outside of the ring, but you know, he's had his eye on the prize. He's had his eye on Lima Pule since he signed up. When he came in, he said Lima's the best in the division. I want to fight him. That's who I want to fight. Well, you know, Lima's got a new nickname. He used to be Night Creeper, and then he was Creep. Now he's got no love.
Now he's got no love. And Lima Pule, man, this guy is a crack up, but he is a tough kid.
He explained it to us, though, man. He says, you know, Mike, I got a lot of love for you. Got a lot of love for the fighters. I got a lot of love for the people at our gym, but I got no love for my opponents, man. So here you go, man. No love.
What better nickname than No Love coming from Lima Pule? This guy is physical. He's tough. And he said this is the first time he's actually going to get an opportunity to fight inside the cage.
Inside the cage and in the finals here. No Love and #1 stunner. Here we go.
Mixing it up right now.
They ain't mixing it up. They haven't done anything, Johnny.
Well, they're mixing it up in a way that it's mental. They're just
mixed up.
Themselves. I'm mixed up. You're right. I am.
Oh, Lima. A lot of Lima's persona is that intimidation. He'll get you thinking about him before he hurts you, and then he will hurt you.
But I don't think Junior's being too intimidated. He's not worried about getting hurt.
I don't know, man. He's kind of, standing back and waiting for Lima to do something. And I think Junior needs to be on the aggression here. He's got to come out and take the game to Lima Pule. That's my opinion.
He talked to me a little about being the counterpuncher, and he says he's really good at just waiting to see what a guy does and then reacting off of that moment. And it's worked for him this far.
Well, he hadn't got caught with that big shot, but what happened here is Lima was able to get inside here, and if he's able to secure a takedown, that's a nice body lock on there. Lima's been working on that takedown. I know that. He's just about got it, Johnny.
Sweep, trying to look for that little sweep that we talked a little bit about last week about the Tito Ortiz style sweep. And when these two big guys run into the cage, you feel it.
Those are some big guys. Knocked over our cameraman almost there.
Lima's still jockeying for position, trying to get that sweep, and it looks like he's working it in right now.
I'll tell you what, though, he's spending a lot of energy here. He's underneath a pretty big kid here, and if things don't go well for him pretty soon, he's going to run out of gas.
Well, he's looking for a good takedown. Good little takedown from Lima.
He dropped down and turned it into a double leg takedown. Nice job, and he's protecting his neck here, getting out to the side, so he's not going to be in danger of being choked out.
And I don't know if Junior Selu really knows that much about submission to really look for a guillotine choke. I just think that he knows that Lima's on top of him and he doesn't want him to set up and punch him.
Well, he obviously isn't putting much effort into pulling Lima into his guard, which is something he absolutely needs to do. If Lima's able to get outside her or get full mount, then he's going to be a little bit of trouble.
And Lima does know a little bit about submission. It's not like the guy's just a big brute. He's actually,
I think he used the shoulder choke here, or perhaps even just a pain compliance move on the head there. But we got a tap out from Junior Selu, a shocking tap out. I'm not really sure what happened there. Maybe they can clear it up for us in the post-fight interview. But Senior Crush Combat Cam brought to you by American Bush. A nice takedown, a surprisingly nice takedown by Lima Pule.
And it looks like Lima did. He looks like he sunk his chest in there and got a little choke on him, which is surprising. But Lima has been working submissions, and it shows he is our champion tonight.
And it just goes to show, too, that just little sneaky little stuff will take you out in a big hurry, and these are big guys that got taken out by it.
This post-fight interview sponsored by the Ultimate Combat Training Center in Kearns.
Junior Selu, you get in there, man. And you were knocking people out. You fight a tough kid in Lima, and I know you're upset. I know you wanted to get that victory. What's going through your mind right now, man?
Man, I really wanted to stand it up and brawl it out. Wasn't real ready for that, for the ground game. You know what I'm saying? I thought I was, but I wasn't. But I really wanted to go toes.
Hey, and it tells you right there, Junior. It just takes. You just got to get to the gym. You got to get that experience. I guarantee you're going to be one tough mother to deal with. Junior, tonight, man, you were good, but just not good enough. Thanks a lot for being here and doing this.
Yeah, I'm going to come back and rematch for sure.
Okay, you heard it right there. Nice job, Junior. Thanks a lot, man. Thank you.
This post-fight interview sponsored by American Bush, Utah's only 18 and over gentlemen's club, located at 2630 South 300 West.
The toughest job I got is trying to interview this cat. He never stands still. Lima, how do you feel, brother?
Feeling all right. Could have been better, but boy, tough, man. You know what I mean?
Oh, he's a strong kid, man. I told you, he shook my hand yesterday and crunched every bone in my hand. He's a strong kid.
Give him a rematch whenever he wanted, whenever. If anybody out there want to fight, I want to fight you too.
I love this kid. Lima Pule, you're the champion, brother. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Johnny Ritchie. I ain't even gonna try to clown on Lima. I love that kid, man.
Both those guys are very tough, man. Junior Selu, I guarantee that will not be the last time you see him. He'll be coming back to fight again.
What I was real impressed with was the way he handled himself. The kid was total gentleman. I appreciate that. It's good to see these guys get in here and do their thing and then shake hands afterward. We got your main event. When we come back, don't go anywhere.
Saturday, April 23rd. The finals of the Ultimate Combat Experience returns to the East.
All right, we are standing here with Felipe, and it is such an honor to have this guy in Salt Lake City right now. He is a world champion, not local, not state. He's a world champion at 135 weight class in Brazilian Jiu Jitsu. Felipe, thanks for coming out tonight, man. What do you think about the fight so far?
It's a pleasure to be here, to come from Brazil and see the sport growing here. It's a great pleasure to see the atmosphere, a lot of fans and stuff. That's the kind of stuff we have to improve outside the rings in Brazil. And here you guys are doing a great job. And the fighter, it's great show they're showing here. And I'm very glad to be with you.
Hey, Felipe, thanks so much for coming apart. Like I said, it's such an honor to have a guy like you here tonight at this kind of show, man. Thank you so much. How long are you in town for?
I'm going to be leaving Tuesday. I was here for 15 days skiing, doing some seminars. Nice, I love Utah. I hope to come back soon.
Hey, if you want to see one of the toughest guys in action, you got to make sure you pick up a video or something on Felipe. This guy's a world champion. Thanks a lot for coming, man. I appreciate it.
Thank you very much. Thank you, guys.
It's not often we get superheroes in the ring here tonight, but Batman's here tonight, Johnny Ritchie.
Hey, Dennis Degloria, I tell you what, this kid looks like a superhero, Mike. He's physical, he's tough, he's training with a really good gym, and he's in here to fight and beat our man, Benjamin Fuimaono.
And he's got a very extensive jiu-jitsu background. You know a Maniac's coming with 1-2, so we'll see who can match up. It's your main event, heavyweight, no holds barred.
All right, Dennis, you've made it. You fought your fights to get to the finals. You're here. You're fighting a very tough opponent. What's going to be your, not your strategy, but what is going to be your edge? Why is Dennis Degloria going to walk away with the belt tomorrow, or the cup tomorrow night?
Well, I'm not going to do any trash talking because definitely I'm the underdog in this fight. So I'm just excited to be here. I'm going to give Al 100%, and hopefully I'm more determined than he is. That's why I'm going to win this fight.
All right, he says more determined than you, Benjamin Fuimaono. What does it mean to you to be fighting in the finals tomorrow, and why are you going to win?
It means a lot. You know, that's a chance for us to be able to show how hard we've been training and see what the outcome is. But you know, best of luck to my man right here, and whoever comes out the victor is the victor.
Okay, well, you heard it right there, both two big guys ready to mix up tomorrow. I can't wait to see this fight. Best of luck to both you guys. Thanks a lot.
Johnny, we mentioned a little while ago the difference between an undercard match and a championship match, and this is definitely a championship match, and you can just see the complete different level these guys are on from even their entrances. These guys really know what they're doing. They're composed. They know exactly what's going on in the ring. Batman in particular has got a tremendous jiu-jitsu background. He's training over there at Elite Performance, and this kid we expect to see good things out of tonight.
Mike, this is one of those guys that, you know, it's fun to see guys like this fight. Not only is it exciting, but it's also technical. You see what they bring to the table versus just some new guys that get in there and throw some wild punches and maybe land a knockout. These guys don't do that. Everything is straight by the book. This is going to be a great fight.
Oh, absolutely. And another contrast to styles. You've got a ground fighter versus a stand-up striker in Maniac, and we know him to be a boxer. He's got the best 1-2 in the business, as we say. He is just one tough kid on his feet. He knows what he's got to do, though. He can't go down with this kid. And we've talked about this before, Johnny. Our ring kind of is more favorable to the grappler because it's so small and there's nowhere to run. Usually grapplers will be able to get a takedown.
When I was talking to Maniac a little while back, he said that he'd really been working on his defense, on his sprawl and brawl technique to really stay away from the takedown. So let's see if we can do that tonight.
Well, he's going to have to against Degloria. Again, he comes from very good jiu-jitsu stock and good submission experience here. But it looks like Degloria is coming out here wanting to trade punches, threw some nice straight punches right down the middle, cut Ben Fuimaono on the chin, and then threw a kick just missing. And some nice combinations here to follow up. This Dennis Degloria is a striker as well.
He's a striker as well, but on the same token, looks like you know, he gave Maniac his back, and I don't know if that's something you want to do too, because Maniac knows just enough that he might catch you with the
well,
choke.
you know, it's kind of a strange turn of events. Looks like Degloria was out punching the puncher, and then for a second there, Maniac was out grappling the grappler. So you never know what's going to happen in this ring.
I think it might be wise if Maniac backs up off this kid. Don't give him a chance to give you a takedown. Stand up and trade right there.
God, goodness gracious, this fight's over, Johnny. Right now, I've been there before.
Wow.
Right now, Dennis Degloria is looking for his mouthpiece or something, looking for his consciousness, actually. What a big right-hand punch. And it's, again, Degloria threw a right hand that just missed, and then Maniac landed one, and that's how quickly things can turn on you.
Wow, just came out of nowhere and just got him and sent him to the canvas. And Dennis Degloria is not only you know, knocked out for a second there, but he's also wondering, God, what the heck just happened?
Well, and I'll tell you what, Maniac is excited about this win, and the reason being is he beat a good kid here. You know, Dennis Degloria is a very, very good fighter, and usually don't see that kind of emotional outburst from Maniac, but he's extremely excited about beating this kid. See here in your Crush Combat Cam, brought to you by TrinLab.com, where, again, a great action-packed half a round, but that right hand right there is what finished it.
Man, that was a heavy hit right there. Just totally took him across the ring right into the corner, and then Dennis didn't know where he was at from that moment. And so, Benjamin Fuimaono, congratulations, man. You are our champion.
The Maniac's racking up a little hardware for himself as well, man. What a great main event. And as we mentioned a lot, John Richard, we'll see both these guys in the ring again, I'm sure.
This post-fight interview is sponsored by our friends at the Salt City Jail, the best steakhouse in town.
Hey, let's get a round of applause for Dennis Degloria for stepping in here and fighting. This is one tough guy. He's actually our submission champion. Dennis Degloria, man, you get in here, and like I said, you are our submission champion. You fight a tough kid in Benjamin Fuimaono. How do you feel about the fight, man?
No, I didn't do too well. He kind of got a lucky hit on me, but I'll be back. That's all.
I know you're training with some of the tough guys, Jeremy Horn, Drew Ellisor, the whole crew. You guys are tough. I know you're going to be back, and I know you're going to have something to say about this victory. What can we expect out of you in the future, Dennis?
I'll be back. I'll be just much faster and stronger.
All right, man. Thank you so much. Tonight you were good, but just not good enough. Thanks a lot, Dennis.
Thanks, Johnny.
Now a post-fight interview sponsored by Pets and Such. Pet food, pet supplies, and all kinds of pets just off Bangerter at 3500 South.
Maniac, there's the sweep right there, brother. 3 for 3, the UCTC, the Polynesian Connection came through tonight.
That's right. We came in here, did what we had to do. I applaud everybody, and I congratulate all the winners, as well as the losers.
Let me tell you something. You three, though, Mafu, yourself, I've seen you guys in there training like nobody's business. Lima, you guys have been in there beating the crap out of each other, and it all paid off tonight.
Oh yeah, that's what we do. You gotta practice hard and you play hard, you know what I mean? And that's how we got these right here.
You know, there's the missing link though, Salvador. What happened to him? Who cares, man? He don't even come train anymore.
I see my man at McDonald's. I'm like, what you doing? I'm training.
Yeah. Training. See, exactly. Maniac, like, once again, you made me very, very proud tonight. You're a great, great champion. Congratulations.
Hey, I want thank you, Mike. I want to thank everybody that we trained together. Slamming for giving me some tips. All my partners.
Sione
Pahua, big Sione Pahua, my man Salvador right here, and this cup right here. I want to say I love you to my wife who's here right now, and everybody that's came out and supported me. All you guys, thank you.
Right on, brother. Congratulations.
Come on. And this one right here is for my son. He went to California last night with my mom, so he's out there vacationing while Daddy's over here whooping some ass.
Daddy's over here winning stuff. That's going to put a wrap on the Wars of Winter. The Sting of Spring is actually going on right now. In fact, we're to the semifinals. Go to Sandy Station on Saturday, 6 o'clock start time. Tickets are only $15 if you get them in advance. You can get them at all Smith Sticks locations. See these guys right here. They're getting ready for next round. So if you want to join them, give me a call, 755-7843. We'll get you in the ring against a couple of these knuckleheads back here. Also, the finals this round, we're back at the E Center. The E Center is a great venue, and we've got a lot of great fights on the card. Team Las Vegas is coming back up here. The Utah boys are going to try their hand at, get back at these guys. They got beat the first time. They're going to get back at them. Check it out. April 23rd, Saturday, April 23rd. All tickets are on sale at Smith Sticks locations. It's the Ultimate Combat Experience. We'll see you next week.